Your name?
My name is Snoop.
Alright, Snoop. What you want to be when you grow up?
I want to be a motherfucking hustler. You better ask somebody.
This shit is way smoother though.
Yeah. I told you.
It's way smoother though.
I told you.
Oh. I still feel my shit far away, but I guess I got to this
back to the shins. Freeze. Had ease. Now let me drop some more of them keys. It's 199 trace, so let me just play. It's shit dog, I'm on the mic, I'm back with Doc and Dre. But this time I'm gonna hit your ass with a touch.
Growth out this bitch, man. Growth. I gotta thank Gus for this.
Relax, new jacks, get
That's
smacked.
too.
Snoop Doggy Dogg, I'm
Definitely gotta shout out.
for a second. And I'm still checking the dopest motherfucker that you're hearing on the record.
Yeah, definitely gotta shout out Slim on this one. We have one motherfucker that's semi-technical with all the technical shit that comes upon podcasting. Gus' idea, well, not necessarily his idea, but the
Kind of wasn't an idea at all.
I mean, we are making ourselves better and getting everything straight. You know, the criticism, even though we give criticism to artists throughout Battle of the Tracks, it does feel good to take criticism back. On our end, I'm hoping that everything sounds good, everything sounds clear. Let me test the hookah game.
That shit barely pick up.
It didn't pick up.
We're good.
We're good.
We're professionals.
Hey,
Y'all should have
we
did this.
official.
Y'all should have did before. Now y'all talking about how official y'all are.
Hey, yo, talking about, I'm dead ass serious that I've been trying to do that for like the last 15 minutes, trying to test the hookah, but everybody was so riled up and talking about how it was hot, talking about how they were thirsty.
There were so many DMX impressions.
Yes, go ahead, Pope, get it out your system.
You know you
I'm
won't.
good. I'm good.
Nah, cause you were about to, you were about to.
You were about to growl. I saw it in your eyes.
No, you didn't.
Oh yeah.
I'm done.
Why you looking into the man's eyes?
You feel me?
I can see it.
Oh
We trying
man,
to bring it out.
yeah, I see. Oh shit, man, this actually sounds different in the headphones. I'm adjusting myself, man. But like I said, man, it's growth right now, man. We just trying to improve on ourselves and, you know, the podcast in general, man. But let's get into it, man. Welcome on that bullshit podcast. When anything can't be in or will be bullshit in my book. I need to stop saying my book. It's our book, right? We in this together.
We have a joint book.
Yeah. We got a team now.
Hey.
Yeah.
We working, man. I'm fucking excited, y'all. I'm telling y'all, we are going to get some from this. I feel it in
It's so
my
exciting to have more than one microphone. Like, this is great.
We out here, baby. We here. We official tissue. I can't say, like, my fucking face hurt from this, like, the excitement, bro.
I'm just real hot. It's so hot in here.
Hey, man, the house is adjusted to the fucking heat. It's not supposed to be this fucking
Oh, you don't think it
warm
has
outside.
anything to do with 4 people running around trying to figure out electronics for the last hour?
I've actually cooled down since I ain't moved in a minute.
Yeah, you really ain't. You
We got a nice little breeze. I just don't want it to burn out my cold, so yeah, selfish press.
It do be like that.
How's y'all week been? You want to go, Gus? What's up, man? How you been?
I'm still unemployed.
Is that like?
It's nice.
I'm gonna be disappointed when you get a fucking job.
Me too, honestly. I don't want to.
Like, I'm gonna be like, I don't know, when you be like, yo, I just had an interview, I'll be like, man.
Hope you don't get it.
Like, I'm about to start rooting against you.
Yeah.
Like,
If he gonna sound like Daddy, he ain't gonna get it.
I hope
he ain't gonna get it. I hope you don't get it.
But yeah, man, what you been up to, man, in the fucking unemployment?
I've been playing a lot of Castlevania for the NES.
You watch that show?
I haven't seen the show. Is it good?
I've heard it was good. I didn't get into it.
I heard it was
What
good.
the fuck are we talking about?
Castlevania.
What the fuck is that? It sounds
Fight
like
vampires and shit. And castles.
Like I said, I didn't get into it.
You said it was a show.
No, it's
on Netflix.
They just made a Netflix show. It was an NES game.
Oh, word.
Yeah.
I'll be the one to test the show out and talk shit about it. But this came out when?
Oh, a minute ago.
Oh no,
I think
The first season came out like 3 years ago.
Yeah, the
the
second
new
season is
just
like a year.
last year.
Yeah. So it's recent.
Okay, so they should be coming with a third. I'll check
It's
it out.
supposed to be.
So is vampires killing people?
It's all sorts of shit, bro. It's castles and Vegas.
And that's the name of the show, Castlevania?
Yeah.
It's a video game.
Sounds like a nasty bitch that got caught up in Las Vegas.
Our favorite kind.
No, your favorite kind. I like my bitches clean. And fresh. And slim. Not, yeah. I'm just saying, man.
Are you body shaming?
Yeah. I'm about to say, like...
I don't consider that body shaming. I consider it
A
literally
preference.
being a preference.
Literally. But yeah, I don't do anything anymore, so my week's boring. I've done nothing.
Ooh, what about you, Poe? But
Yeah, what you doing, Poe?
Like, you alright? We your brothers. We got your back. So you need something to holler at us now. That's some real shit.
Not my week been good. Everything was straight until my car committed suicide yesterday.
R.I.P.
Fucking trannies, bro.
I don't be
Yo,
fucking
hold
trannies.
up.
Don't say that.
Hold on.
I don't be fucking trannies. No.
Speaking
You about
on
to
the
get Poe in trouble with the gay
transmission,
people again, bro.
I'm talking about.
He already
this
got in
shit.
trouble with the gay folks
So
once.
what's the short term for transmission? Thank
Transmission.
you. Done.
Transmission.
Yeah, that's the short one for transmission.
All right, yo, have you ever seen the movie Internet Dating with Cat Williams?
No.
No.
So, bro gets on the line and he clicks on trans. He's like, oh, Lord, no. I thought it was women that like transmission. That's a horrible abbreviation.
That's gross. Oh, that's disgusting.
Yeah, a little bit.
What the fuck we like? I feel like we've been talking, we've been connecting in the group chat and everything, but I don't remember.
We did not say what we were talking about this week.
No, we absolutely didn't.
We just said a bunch of shit.
We just sent a bunch of like articles and music back and forth that nobody ever looks at.
I'm the one sending them, and I would appreciate if the fucking guys that's on the podcast actually reads the shit.
What
that I
did you
sent.
send? Let's
All right, first of all, okay, let's start with this. You sent the little Dicky joint.
Yeah, I think that's dope. Did you see the motherfuckers that's in the
Okay,
show?
I did not see
Yes, I did.
Yo, so Lil Dicky is about to get a show. We can start there. Lil
Yeah, he's
Dicky-
been talking. He said it for a while. He finally announced it near the end of last year. And then they just put out the first trailer. And from the trailer he sent to the group chat, Young Thug was in
Young
it.
Thug,
Gunna, Trippie Redd. I think
YG was in it.
YG. I
So
think
when is the concept of the show? Like, what
I think he's just literally trying to be a rapper.
it's him as Dave, his real name,
Yeah.
becoming Lil Dicky, but trying to make people see him as an actual rapper other than just a Jewish dude. His
But
role.
the shit actually looks
It
good.
looks
It's
funny.
And if you
I'm
fuck
trying
with-
so hard not to talk shit about Lil Dicky.
And I'm gonna say this. I'm not sure, but I think the dude that played the engineer was Taco from Odd Future.
and I knew that dude looked familiar, and I think that is
I
him.
haven't seen him in a minute.
At the same time, like if you follow a lot of FX shit or Fox shit in general, like their series are actually good because you got
Yeah, FX is
Atlanta.
dope, yeah. Atlanta's fire.
I'm trying to
So
think.
it's on FX.
Yeah, it's on FX. So I feel it's gonna be good. It's definitely like I messaged in the group chat that I was all for it. So I'm definitely.
When I heard he was getting the show, I was all for it. He's been saying that he wanted a show from the time he kind of got on the scene.
Exactly.
And if you listen to the concept of some of his songs, it's like a script. So I don't think it'll be bad.
I'm for
But
it.
do you like those songs?
Yes, his songs is fire.
I don't like it. I've never liked a Lil Dicky song.
I like Lil Dicky can fucking rap. And
I like his freestyles more than his songs because he actually switch flows and actually shows his skill in his freestyle.
But in
more
his
than he does
actual
on his
songs, it's always, I don't know. There's something extra.
yeah, I like his flow.
I
Hey,
don't-
y'all keep it going. I don't know what the flow's going on. Y'all good, go ahead.
Okay. What were we saying?
Lil Dicky.
What is happening? There's so much shit.
I had a juke move, and I'm still trying to juke move.
Bro, you didn't let the man through.
Yes, please do something like scoot up.
That's all he had to say.
Like you see me coming. Pause. Oh my God.
We were just bragging about how official we are, and the host runs out in the middle of the show.
And does some whole other shit. What is going on?
You good?
Yeah, I'm good. This new equipment got a nigga moving fucking crazy, man. Yo, I thought my dog was out there like growling at something. But this mic's is picking up a lot of shit and I heard some growling through the headphones, so I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, my dog is my guy, so I had to check up on him. That nigga looking at me like, nigga, you alright?
Where were we?
Lil Dicky.
Oh yeah, Lil Dicky's.
Lil Dicky is a great artist, man. Lil Dicky can rap.
So. I don't think so.
Okay, would you? All right, you got three choices. You got. I'm gonna give you three choices. So you got worst rapper, above average rapper, and future legend. Where do you put Lil Dicky?
Okay, what was the first one?
Worst rapper of like all time, like Birdman status. Whoever you feel competes with Birdman. Birdman is the worst rapper of all time.
I feel like Birdman gives niggas autism if you listen to him too much.
I can see it.
Birdman's fucking horrible. He is by far the worst rapper of all time.
Yeah, he's not great.
No, he's not good. He's the worst.
I mean, he was okay. He was tolerable when he was a little big time.
Yeah, no, he is.
But he was what, ad-libbing and just talking? He was doing the.
That's the.
He had verses.
Yeah, he had verses like back like when he would like pop up on like BG.
I know he had verses, but them shits won't good. If that nigga won't talk about Red Monkey Jeans,
when he started,
even that shit was.
No, I'm talking about when it was just him and Manny.
Like we're talking old school Cash Money.
Manny made him sound good.
Well, Manny made everybody on Cash Money sound good.
Facts.
Manny is the reason Cash Money is what it is now.
When Wayne is the reason Cash Money is what it is now. I'm sorry. Well, okay. Well,
there's no Wayne without Manny.
No, Manny made Cash
Money.
Money.
Don't get me wrong. His production is great.
Manny made Cash Money what it was, and then when everybody left, Wayne carried it.
Okay.
But without Manny Fresh, you don't get to that point.
You don't.
It's Manny. He is the Cash Money sound.
I feel like once everybody left, the biggest hit they had around that time was Go DJ.
Yes.
Again, Manny Fresh.
Yes. Back to Lil Dicky. So you got worst rapper, you got above average rapper, and then you got future Hall of Fame.
See, that's hard for me because I think he is incredibly average. So it's kind of hard to, because I don't think he's above average. I just think he's average.
See, this is where, and I don't mean to bring it back up, but I think G-Eazy is average.
Yeah,
I think Dickie's above G-Eazy.
And that's why I said above average.
I will happily add Lil Dicky in there with G-Eazy and Russ.
You're crazy.
They can chill together.
You're crazy. You're out of your mind on that one, dog. You have to respect that man's penmanship. I think that's what. I mean, I don't know if it's the fact that you dislike the beats that he choose, because I roll with you,
part of it.
And that's what I'm thinking is because I roll with you today and I peep the sounds that you like. And you it's not weird shit. You like boom bap, and I feel like when it comes down to people that
like New York hip hop and experimental.
No, I think it's different because I don't think you like the concepts he chooses. I feel like most of the songs he puts out has some sort of a comedy concept to it.
And that's it. I think the downfall of Lil Dicky is everything because you can say he's got good flows, beats, whatever. Everything hinges on it if you find him funny, because a lot of his shit is comedy. And I don't think he's funny.
And I think that's where the disconnect is for you.
I think I can see that.
But
I find that motherfucker funny.
And that's why I said I like his freestyles, because you see him really show his skills there.
In his songs, do you think he's funny?
Some of them.
Okay, so
I like his story. I don't go to Lil Dicky for his comedy. I'm gonna let you know that now. I go to him for his penmanship, what he's literally saying, and also what he's talking about. And when it comes to that, it's like, all right, it's like word placement first, and then I end up going to oh shit, that shit was funny. Yo, this is a funny ass white dude. That's why I get it.
You just like white people too much.
I mean,
but not I literally think that some of the concepts he chooses for a song is pretty fucking hard to me.
What?
I think them shits is hard. He has the one song where he raps or whatever, and then he has it coming from the perspective of his brain.
Oh yeah, that shit. Pillow Talk. That's what that was. Pillow Talk. That song was fucking. Now take away brain part. Now I'm breaking it down because it was Lil Dicky featuring brain. So take away brain part. If you just focus on the Pillow Talk, I feel like you've had been in that situation where you talking to a dumbass girl that literally is just 100% the opposite of you. But you know what? I'm gonna be a good dude. If I hit, I hit. If I don't, then yeah, you can sleep in my bed, and you know what I'm saying, just go to sleep, get some Z.
I think that's what it is. The concept you gotta be. Even if you don't find him funny, you gotta find it relatable.
Exactly. And I don't know you probably just see the name Lil Dicky, and then you give it a try, and then you look at the beats that he selects, and you like, you know what, this is not my joint. There's nothing wrong with that.
It's definitely not just the beats, because I really don't. I don't know. There's just something about him. I don't find him funny, and I don't really see the penmanship argument either. I don't think he's
His wordplay is crazy.
Nice.
I ain't gonna lie. I feel like his wordplay is better than a lot of rappers out here. Like with rappers that do the wordplay style. And to be honest, Big Sean, I'm gonna speak on Big Sean. Wordplay, I would love to listen to what I'm saying. I would love to see Big Sean and Lil Dicky wordplay it out.
If they do that, I want it to be a song, not no concept as far as like the comedy shit.
Exactly.
But you know it would be, because whenever he gets a big guest star, it always is some bullshit like that.
Who was that said their money?
That was he had a Fetty Wap.
Yeah, the nigga with the
I
eye.
remember that one.
Fetty Wap.
Nigga with the eye.
But even at the same, it was Fetty Wap and who else?
Who else was on that song?
I don't remember, but I remember the song.
Whoa, we.
It was somebody else on the song.
Yeah, because he was like, yo, we're good. It'll be too expensive anyways. Ah, shit.
I want to say Rich Homie Quan, but I'm not sure.
Yeah,
I think it was Rich Homie Quan. Yeah, it was.
All I know is I think I didn't really like Lil Dicky, and then I must say Big Sean. But
You got Lil Dicky and Big in your mind? What's going on?
I was singing Big Sean because we were just talking about him. But no, I didn't really like him, and then that Chris Brown shit was everywhere, and now I really don't like him.
That shit was fire.
That shit was trash.
You're crazy.
played
Did you
in
not watch
every-
the fucking movie Freaky Friday?
Yeah, no, the song was still bad.
That song was not bad. You
I got the
crazy 'cause
reference.
Now I will say the song he put out, Earth, is trash.
That's so bad.
The thing
my
is with
God.
that, I took it as
I know what
that
it's
is
for.
his. I took that as this is his.
We Are the World. Yeah.
That's all I took it as.
And without the video, that shit's terrible.
But I think he's a visual
video.
artist.
He is. That's
So
bro.
I
And
think that
that's-
song does not exist. That
What?
song does not exist without a visual.
See, look, this is my thing though, and to go with Gus's argument here. Let me just say two different types of visual artists. You got, let's say, okay, Earth. You say,
Yeah.
you know, without the visual.
Without the visual, you
it-
have
it's
that. That song's not even created.
I feel like the same thing with This Is America, Gambino, Childish Gambino.
Yeah, they go together. Yeah,
But-
you can't have one without the other.
But I feel like even without visuals, you can listen to more Gambino songs like, oh, this shit's fire, than you can Dicky song.
I agree with
So
that.
I feel like some of the I just feel like most of his songs, if you don't see the video, you don't like it as much.
I guess.
I'm with you 100%. Yeah.
So we good with Lil Dicky? Well,
Yeah,
what
that,
started
I never
started
want to
this
talk
shit though?
that much about Lil Dicky.
Yeah,
Well,
like I said,
he has an album coming, so
He does, and I'm
ready
hoping
for it.
I'm hoping he does.
I will definitely
more.
listen to it because I'm gonna have.
did you not listen to Professional Rapper? That album?
I think I did. I don't remember.
Even that track with him and Snoop Dogg was fire.
My thing is because of everything we just said about his rapping ability and being a visual artist is why I think he'll be really good at the show.
I'll definitely check it out because I'm on this show and I have to. But I'm not
And what you're saying about as far as ranking him, as far as a rapper, of course I think he's above average, but I also think he will go down as somebody legendary.
Yeah.
For what he does outside of music.
Like what? The
With
visuals?
the shows and-
Because I feel like he's gonna get more into writing and producing other types of stuff.
And I feel that way too, but I ain't gonna lie, like,
I could see him being this generation's Seinfeld.
What?
I could see that.
with his show and
Yeah,
everything.
and you know doing some writing and producing.
Damn,
but
dog,
honestly-
that was all in my ear. Bless you. Shit.
Sorry.
You couldn't. Hey, press, I'm about to sneeze.
I could have, but I didn't.
But no,
Y'all ever? Y'all ever been around a girl that sneezed and farted?
yes.
Absolutely, yeah.
So fucking
Bro,
disgusting.
I saw that. So the first time I saw that, she did it and then looked surprised that it happened.
Like, ain't nobody hear that. Like,
So he was like, "Oh, I didn't know my sneeze. It was gonna get pushed out."
I remember.
But we've all been there, right?
I remember we was in.
You've never been there.
Oh yeah, of course.
No,
But
You are a liar.
I'm not.
You are a liar.
yo, I'm telling you right now. I remember we was in probably Food Line. It had to be Food Line. And I seen my girl pop to sneeze. And I'm good with like fart noise. I make a lot of fart jokes around the house. And she's like, oh, grow up, boom, boom, boom. Anyways, we were in an aisle. And there's this guy on the other aisle. and I see her about to sneeze. So I just go, I'm like, oh, bitch, you dirty. Oh, you stink. So the guy comes around. I was like, yo, you ain't even say excuse me. Yo, dude looked at her. She looked at him. They both looked at me. I'm like, yeah, no, just go. Just go. The most awkwardest fucking moment ever. That shit is so funny. I love my girl, but yo, I know sometimes, yo, I treat her like the worst when it comes to the jokes, bro. She hate that shit. Let's see, what else we got? What else did we have in the group chat that I damn sure don't remember?
We gonna talk about new music?
Oh yeah, we can wrap on that.
New music?
Where we want to start first? Because if it's up to me, I know where I'm starting.
If it's up to me, I know where I'm starting.
Okay, I'm gonna let you go ahead and get it.
That Denzel Curry's so good.
Sound like you just ate a mean ass plate from a Chinese restaurant.
But that Denzel Curry is so fire.
It is.
He didn't listen to it, but that shit is so good.
When I first heard it, I did in the message joint in the group message come out and say I was like that I didn't like the beat selection, and I got confused. Mind you, when I'm working, I have one headphone in my ear, and I'm literally listening to the words and what he's saying. I'm like, yeah, he's spitting, but in the headphone, it's like the bass and the beat really didn't pick up well. I'm still working them shits out. I probably got to turn something up that I don't know how to do. Yeah, niggas in technology.
No, when you shit got the wires or the Bluetooth?
Nah, it's the Bluetooth.
Because a lot of times you get certain quality from one headphone and different quality from the other, so you don't get it all unless you.
And that's what I was saying. I feel like
I always use the right one, and
yeah,
it's slightly better than the left one.
Always.
And I agree too. But at the same time, I was more like listening to several albums, and I got confused with the Pop Smoke album.
I didn't listen to it.
I heard one song.
I'm letting you know, if you heard one song, that nigga rap the same way.
That's
songs.
what I heard.
That album is terrible.
I heard that every song sounded the same, but it was a good long song.
Yeah, it seemed like from start to finish, it was the same fucking beat, and he never changed up his flow. And really, if he
How long
had,
is it?
I think it was it may have been 13 songs, maybe more. I really don't know. It was
That's
a
a
long
long time for
it was a
the same
long
song,
ass
yeah.
beat, like
That's
you
wild.
did. I really didn't know, because like I said, I'm listening to it with my headphone in my ear, and I'm just like, yo, this song is still on. I literally caught myself doing that shit. Like, why is this song still on? How many tracks was it? Or you didn't look at
Oh,
it?
I didn't know.
Oh, okay.
I will go to the
just
group
see you.
chat.
Oh, okay, it's all good.
And I completely missed the Whoa Kenny Denzel Curry shit. But I saw the video though.
But the joint, I agree with you. It was fire. I wish it was longer. The beats were perfect. Once I got in the Jeep,
Whoa Kenny.
once I got in the Jeep, and I still have yet, and y'all are like the fifth person that told me to like check it out and that I would love it. I'm gonna check it out. I just can't remember this nigga's name. And I know it's very simple. It's very simple. But when I'm alone,
beats in his name, and it's what he does.
and it's the Kenny part. I call him like Kevin or
Kevin Beats.
I'm like, yo, what the fuck is
My
this dude's
favorite
name?
producer, Kevin Beats.
And
I listened to so many songs that he produced that I be random as hell during the day. Like, whoa Kenny.
Yeah.
That's his tag.
That's tag.
And that's it. I just we chill at work. Whoa Kenny. Like,
I mean, I'm gonna check it out, man. It's just like every
He's
time I get ready.
because he did an album a while ago with Key that was really good. He did one last year with Rito.
He did a good amount of joints on the Vince Staples album.
He did a lot of the Vince Staples, the FM joint.
FM joint, I did not know
He did
that.
a lot of that.
Actually, cause
Most of it.
the one song he had with Ski Mask, that beat was for Vince, and he said he didn't like it, and Ski Mask took it.
And then he put it on that. I don't
What
remember.
beat we talking about? Or
It's,
what track we talking about?
Was it Faucet
Fungus?
Fellas? Yeah, Foot Funkies.
Yeah.
Foot Funkies.
And then he
That's
did.
Whoa,
the name
Kenny.
of the track.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was like 2 albums ago from Ski, I think.
That was the last album.
Was the last one?
He had to put one
Oh,
out.
he was
this one.
quiet for a minute then. I thought he was doing something else this time.
No, he's been pretty.
He also
quiet.
did a really good project with Rico Nasty last year.
He did. He does a lot of stuff with Rico.
Yeah.
You fuck with Rico?
I don't know Rico. I probably know his song, but
Rico is so
No,
funny.
you don't.
and the fucked up thing is, every time somebody mentions a guy named Rico,
It's a girl.
It's not a guy. Yeah.
yeah. Anytime somebody mentions an artist named Rico, I think of that fucking one shit that came out on Facebook with the whole storyline of Rico killing himself or some shit. Y'all remember that?
No.
You know the Speaker Knockers joint? When Rico killed somebody?
Yeah. Rico got shot or some shit. Or Rico,
Yeah.
some shit.
That's OG as fuck. That's old as hell.
Yeah, it's old as fuck. It was MySpace. Yeah, MySpace.
Oh,
But
y'all
that,
old.
Nigga, how old are you?
24.
You right behind us. Pause.
Yeah, my birthday's
Yeah,
next month. I'm
for
old
real.
as shit, man. I'm
You said your birthday next month.
Yeah, the 3rd.
Whoa, Kenny.
Getting old on this bitch, man. The album that I definitely liked this week was and y'all can call me biased. I love that fucking D Smoke Black Habits, man. That album is very fucking like it's just dope to me. Like sitting back and just listening to that album from start to finish, and then when it goes off, it's like fuck it, play it again.
He almost got washed.
By
Ari Lennox. He almost.
But no, he said he had an interview. He was on Big Boy in the Morning, and he said that Ari Lennox, like, he had already had his joint done, and his engineer, somebody sent it to her. But
No, he said he was in the I just
he was in the studio with her,
Mm-hmm.
and he was playing songs, and she wasn't saying nothing. He was playing songs, and she wasn't
That's
saying
not the
nothing.
joint. I just watched a different one. He was like, he played her Black Habits Part 1.
Yeah.
They played her the song. He said she kept asking him to replay it over and over. They looped it. He said after like 30 minutes she went there and recorded it. He was there with her. And he was like, yeah. Then he was like, yo, she ended it on some different energy. So he was like, yeah, to go back and do another verse.
I love this album, yo. Like
It's good.
the same way I felt about what's my man name from the West Coast? Boogie, Westside Boogie. The same way I felt about his album last year.
I like Boogie's album better.
This is how I feel about this album this year. It's like this album is a good album, and it's gonna be one of my favorites. At the same time, when it comes down to albums, I hate when people bring up certain albums and say they're classics because they can go and what about this song, what about that song, what about this song, what about that song. It's like, okay, but you're skipping through to get to that next song or the song that you like. And I just feel in order for an album to be a classic or good, you should be able to press that bitch and listen to it forward and backwards. That's just my preference on a good ass album.
I don't know. I feel like there are probably some classics with skippables on them.
But if we do that, like I said on this podcast before, it's only 2 skippables. A classic album should only have 2 skippables. And that includes all these motherfuckers dropping 24, 25, 20 tracks.
Well, I think once they're that long, it's hard to have a classic because it's.
And that damages them.
I agree.
Does that damage themselves though? Or is that just
No,
we
yeah,
need
they shoot
to
themselves in the foot.
See, this is my thing. I feel like the criteria that you're holding it at, it has to change now.
to what? Let's go ahead and do that for the podcast itself.
Because most people are coming out with longer projects for streaming purposes.
I don't think it's. Yeah, but most of the albums
So,
that
I'm
they
not-
talk about, like.
But I'm saying, but the reason I'm saying we change the criteria of it is because if they're coming out with longer albums to try to make more money through their streams, now we have to factor in. No, we said maybe 2 skippables if it's like 10, 11 songs.
Because I think.
Now, when
Well,
you
no,
double
that's
that,
what
I
I'm
think.
finished.
No, now when you double the length of it, then I feel you should double how many skippables it should have.
I disagree. Because I think if you have a long ass album, you just better make it good. All Eyes on Me, there's not a lot of skippables on that album.
It's not. And that album, I think,
It's
came out, what,
it's
24 years
It's,
ago?
it's different.
Today?
It's a different.
Damn, that's crazy.
It's a different time though.
It is.
Yeah, but I think.
And y'all know Daz put his foot all on that album.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you can hear it.
No, I know. I just wanted to give Daz his shoot.
But no, I think.
Daz needs all of the praise he can get for as a producer.
Absolutely.
Yes,
Yeah. That's super dope.
And that's crazy because that nigga literally doesn't. He's
A lot of people don't know that he owns a lot of the masters of
off
shit.
that album and Snoop's album.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause he-
a lot of when Suge went to jail before Death Row was going down, Suge gave him all rights to everything, like to run Death Row as he was going to jail. So he actually owns all. Like if Death Row was to come back right now, it's through Daz.
You know, I think most of my favorite people from West Coast shit are the like underrated people like Daz, DOC, people like that.
DOC.
DOC is probably one of the greatest to ever touch him.
Absolutely.
He is.
That first album is like untouchable.
I need to go back and listen to it. I
I
went
think- I
back
think-
and listen to LL Cool J's.
Shit,
I just got the
Corrupt got one of
DOC shit. So.
Yo, Corrupt got one of the hardest pings over there.
Yes.
Oh,
the
hell
Rock,
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like people don't even know they was going crazy for Kendrick saying the whole King of the New York line on Control, not knowing that was a Corrupt line.
It was. And I like that. I don't even want to get into that.
I think that might be
because that shit was
that-
crazy.
I think that might be a thing too, because you always say I don't fuck with the West Coast. I just don't think I fuck with like a lot of the same people from the West Coast.
Nah, I think when it comes to you, like I said, riding with you today, I think that anything boom bap you would like.
Not necessarily.
Yeah, because
There's
if I
some
mention
real-
Logic, you don't fuck with him.
There's some real bad boom bap shit out there, but
And I'm getting to the point where I'm
Real,
actually
real quick before we keep turning left, because we already did.
yeah.
that's the shit.
The criteria of whatever the fuck we was just saying.
The criteria of albums,
of a
classic
right,
albums.
yeah.
Yeah, I think you have to allow them to have more skippables now. If niggas is giving you
How many are you gonna give a 24 song album?
4, 5,
Maybe if you have 4 skippables on a 24, because that is still 20 good
Right.
songs, but like
Fuck
that's-
that. Wayne had 24 tracks, and it's only 4 songs,
Yeah, they're
5
5
songs.
songs,
Yeah, 5. Like
I disagree.
Did you finally finish the album?
I was 4 songs away from finishing it,
Okay. Yeah.
but
If it takes you that long to finish an album,
No,
it's probably not a great album.
no, not for me, because for the most part I listen to shit when I get in the car.
Yeah.
So if it's a new
Right.
album. So let's say. Anyway, so if I get in the car to listen to a new album, okay, I might be in the car for maybe 20 to 30 minutes. That's not a lot of times I have time to finish a whole album. Then when I get back in my car, I might be like, you know what, I want to listen to something I already know. I want to be able to sing along to on my next ride.
Yeah.
So I'll come back to it another time. I might forget.
I could see that. But either way, that you said the X track was your favorite joint on the Wayne album, right?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Shit was hard. I'm lying like a motherfucker.
I was over there trying to rebuttal that shit.
That shit's
I actually really like the joint with him and Lil Twist. I know people didn't like it.
I like that shit.
It was
And Little
okay.
Twist out rap Wayne on it.
He
I
did.
do agree with that, yeah.
And I
Definitely
felt that man, I don't want to talk about that fucking album anymore. I'm sorry.
I wish the joint with him and OT Genesis, he would have let OT do the hook.
That would have been fire. I wish he would have gave Sean a verse on the joint with him.
I said the same thing. Yep.
I think that's
Are we ready for Sean?
Is Sean ready for Sean?
Yeah, Sean.
Is Sean gonna show up?
That's what it depends on. If Sean shows up and he's really like spitting the
And-
beats are on.
What was the
like,
last thing we heard from Sean? What was the last?
Wasn't that Metro tape? Was it? Was there one after that?
I hope.
I think that was
I hope not.
because he wasn't part of
He's
the.
been
He
quiet.
wasn't part of the 7th album theory.
He
bullshit.
wasn't.
And that was that was his last thing.
What's that? It might be. God damn it.
No,
Right?
no. Then he dropped the thing with him and Janaiko. Wasn't it a second one? Didn't they do a second one, or he just did a single?
I think she had an album. But I don't think. it was,
Yeah, the only thing he has dropped since him and Metro joint was the single he had with Ferg, the Berserk joint.
So yeah, he's been quiet for a minute.
But I mean, that came out last year,
Yeah, but still, like that's.
and I think they performed like the VMAs and shit. I actually like that song.
Who was it that was about to drop? I think I put it in the group chat.
Jordan Lucas is coming.
Oh yeah, that was the last thing. We gonna get into that. But I think Party that just announced.
J Electronica finally announced.
Yo, get that nigga the fuck
Listen,
out.
A Boogie coming out tomorrow.
Hey, Boogie's coming out.
A Boogie with the hoodie.
Royce is coming soon.
Roy, I'm ready for Royce.
I'm so ready.
Royce is somebody that
Did you get
Did
the new
you-
song?
I didn't.
Him with Benny.
No, I didn't listen to it. But Royce,
So nice.
Royce
So
is
ready.
somebody that never disappoints, unless he's producing.
Royce is top 10 for me.
He produced his whole album. I like his
It wasn't the
production.
whole album, was it?
No, he came out on Joe's joint and said that he produced the whole
I didn't
album.
know that. Well, either
I hope
way, he produced a lot of his last one, didn't he?
I didn't.
No.
He didn't do any of that? I thought he did some of that.
I didn't like the shit he produced for him.
The 2 tracks.
I didn't like
Which
the production.
tracks were him on that?
The one
They
track
did-
was the one with him, the first joint. The first, because you got 2 tracks on the Eminem joint.
I think it's the one
first.
the first one with him on it, then the one with Q-Tip on it, wasn't it?
No. No.
We don't know what we're talking
No, I do know. It wasn't that one. It was the first one, just him and Eminem.
He didn't produce the one with Black Thought, did he?
No, he didn't.
That's what I thought he did.
Because I did not like that.
Nah, he
That
didn't.
shit was that.
M produced that.
It
Royce, the second track that Royce produced was the Vegas Killer joint. Dreamer. What the fuck is the name of it? Because I'm getting confused with Dreamer, and Wayne has one called.
I'll go back to it. We'll
Either
talk
way,
about it.
that right there is an example of a boom bap type shit that I do not like. The one from the M joint with Black Thought.
That was boom trash, bro.
Yeah.
That was a terrible.
And all the
That was the
great,
one where he went at.
great lyrics.
The verses were great. Yeah, Black Thought probably had one of the best verses on the album.
Yeah, terrible beat. That's not the one you're thinking of. That's not the one him in Almost Slaughterhouse.
Yeah, okay, got it.
That wasn't him in Slaughterhouse.
Damn, was Royce on that too?
It's Slaughterhouse.
Yeah.
No, I'm dead serious. Was Royce on that as well?
Yeah.
So Royce is on 3 tracks?
Everybody but Joe was on it.
It wasn't quite the house. It was Slaughterhouse.
Yeah. Because Joe took the L.
He did.
Damn, no, who the fuck? I think
Hey,
it was
all
Cardi.
right. I want to say something. No, say whatever. If Joe comes out of retirement and really got to battle somebody, he's not getting washed like niggas think, bro.
Negative.
Like niggas do,
It
yo.
depends on how out of practice he is.
No, he ain't.
Bro,
He's not.
Yo, that man is still, like, look, as a motherfucker that loves boxing, when you have somebody that trained and all that shit, they walk around shadow boxing.
So you're looking for a Rocky Balboa, like Rocky 6 situation?
No.
When Joe comes out of
No,
retirement?
no.
what I'm saying is that motherfucker walks around his house dropping bars.
He said that he's like yeah, you know, I still write from time to time. I still freestyle.
I ain't gonna lie, I think he's
like,
writing for people in general.
I'm pretty
That
sure he is.
rumor's been around for a while.
Because let's be real, Black China was supposed to drop some music.
Yeah, it was.
And she was in the studio with Joe.
There was a rumor about him in Black China writing wise. There was a rumor at one point that they didn't say writing, but assisting some shit with Cardi.
I remember that.
Yeah.
So I mean, yo,
He's out here, man. Like, don't let that man fool y'all.
But I think I would love for that to happen just because I'm a fan of some of Joe's work as a rapper. I don't really give a fuck about Joe as a podcaster anymore. I've just got tired of the show. But
and I also
I'm a big fan of like the mood music shit he did and the shit like that.
Yeah.
and I also give him credit. So I've said this before, and niggas can kill me for it again. A lot of people say if Drake has a classic album, it's Take Care, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
I wholeheartedly believe that without the Weeknd sound and Joe's mood music content, there is no Take Care.
I agree with you on that.
Especially the Weeknd part, yeah.
Nah, I agree with the Joe Budden reference. Like,
Yeah.
Really?
I agree
If
with
you
that
listen to
100%.
mood music, his mixtape series,
Yeah.
that's Take Care's whole content.
Like, Joe is very underrated.
I have to think about that.
And has
I need to
been
go back and
underrated.
listen to some more of the mood music too was always my favorite.
Trying to think who I can compare Joe to, like, because he can really fucking rap.
Oh, absolutely.
And like I said, that music was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
He had his last album. I love that shit. Like,
Oh, the one he did with what was the producer? He had one producer.
Was that the Rage in the Machine?
Yeah.
joint?
yeah, that shit was fire.
What was the producer he had on that shit?
I
I don't
fucking
remember,
know.
but yeah, that shit was hard.
Trying to think what other album dropped. Oh, Two Chainz dropped with his crew.
Well, the true. Don't just leave it at
Well,
2 Chainz.
Because that is disrespectful to
But
Two
no,
Chainz.
I'm not.
2 Chainz albums are better than that.
And my thing is this: listening to that, the songs that were up there, yeah, they were catchy, they were cool, but it has no replay value. And if I do go back and listen to it, it's literally for Chainz. And I think Chainz only really came on like the first track, and I believe the second track.
I feel like this was him. This is his version of like the Young Money joint.
Yeah,
You feel me?
and I see that, but I feel a lot of artists can't do that.
And my only thing, same thing with we had a couple weeks ago. You know, Travis Scott did the Jack Boys joint with all his artists.
And I felt that was
But compilations like that have been happening for a long time.
Yeah, I know.
You go back in the day, like
But and I feel like
who started it?
see,
Could I say the same lunatics?
It's-
That's a perfect.
no,
we ain't really got shit to talk about. I don't know where this conversation about to go with y'all, but I just want to jump in. We have to speak on influencers because I feel Nelly does not get credit for being an influencer. I feel.
I know I said it to you. Was it on the podcast when I said Bird got probably one of the best hooks in rap ever?
Yeah, you said that on the podcast, but I actually want to go in deeper.
I was wearing the Band-Aid and the Forces last weekend.
You are a nut. But no, seriously, like Nelly's influence in hip hop is very solidified.
Yes,
because
absolutely.
Nelly was the reason niggas was walking around here with jerseys backwards.
No.
Who was?
Was it Chris Cross?
Yeah, Chris Cross.
Well, we're really gonna give credit to them motherfuckers. I'm talking about like the whole fucking hip hop, like you know that era of the 2000s. Motherfuckers was really like Nelly had a wave.
He definitely
influence in hip hop.
I mean, yo, the whole throwback jerseys with the motherfucking do-rag and the headband on top of it.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That shit. And Wiz Khalifa's another one that I feel doesn't get the credit.
Oh, he definitely
being
the fucking blonde pack broke out like
shit
fucking
was crazy.
That shit came out like motherfucking crack in the 80s, bro.
Bro, you couldn't go nowhere. Like niggas coming in school with just, here you go. Here you go. And me, I wasn't a Wiz fan back then.
See, my thing, actually, I was actually about to dread my hair at the time. So I did not do the fucking patch. But I did go back to the chucks, though. Because remember back when I was younger, I had all the fucking chucks.
Yes, sir.
And then I was like 5'6" with a size 13 shoe. I was like, that ain't going to work out.
That ain't going to look right.
But I went back to the chucks.
Yeah, nah, Wiz is one. So, like, what other influences is out there like that?
I mean, we've already said that Wayne was...
Wayne is definitely a solidified.
Wayne, I feel like gotta say 80, maybe 90% of the rappers out here is like a Wayne child.
And
that and,
not even
808 Sarah Kanye.
Yeah.
808 Sarah Kanye.
Era Kanye.
I'm about to say
I was saying later, 808s
After.
and graduation era.
No, I'm about to say literally, if you put 808s and Lil Wayne together, you come out with a Lil Uzi.
It's just most of what
You come out with a Lil Uzi. You come out with a Trippie Redd.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's easy. Yeah.
I'm not knocking it. I'm just like, yeah, Wayne is automatic.
Also T-Pain.
Why
Definitely.
T-Pain?
Huh?
Why T-Pain?
I think you can hear us sounding a lot of shit right now.
Yeah.
But I mean, if we go, wait, come on now. We gotta give that to Travis. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Like
I don't think there is a Travis without a T-Pain.
no, I'm not talking about Travis Scott. My bad, not Travis. Teddy Riley. Like, come on now.
No.
Who the fuck are we giving it to? Uncle Charlie?
I'm giving it. No, it's not just the auto tune.
Yeah, no, it's not.
It's the way it was used.
And a lot of
just
his,
don't
and a
see
lot
it.
of his instrumentals, because a lot of his production style influenced.
Like I'm gonna be honest. Go back and listen to Three Rings. The Three Rings album. That shit hard front to back. And these songs without auto tune, I feel like niggas still copy.
And I mean, I understand, but I understand musically what they've done. I'm talking about like kicking the door. You just know, like for real, that nigga Soulja Boy to me is a mean influencer in hip hop.
No question. Soulja Boy is definitely an influence for rap being on the internet.
Huh? Stupid.
What you say?
He said Drake. You talking about the nigga that? Hey yo, that shit was funny. Hey yo, and I
can hear Soulja without thinking about that shit.
I'm sorry, but when that nigga was on the Breakfast Club and he said that, tell me what's really going on.
He was right.
Yo, that nigga said that's Big Soulja. I said, nigga, you right.
He's right.
Yo, he was 100% right.
You cannot argue with that.
Can't.
He had receipts.
He also gave them one of Birdman's hits back in the day. The shit was like with Drake and Wayne on, like that was actually his beat. Like,
all right, now I'm gonna take one further because I don't know the resume, but I know this guy gets a lot of love, and I will consider him a legend in hip hop. Lil B. I don't know his resume.
There is no Young Thug without Lil B. I think a lot of like what's going on right now.
Mix Lil B with Lil Wayne, you get a Young Thug.
Absolutely.
Lil B. I just like, I like what I'm saying is that influence, like. These motherfuckers in the NBA actually believe that this nigga Little B can curse motherfucking teams.
But it's been going. And the thing about it is Lil B is somebody that when he can actually rap.
Yeah, no, he
Yeah,
can't.
he can.
Because I mean, he wasn't the
But I
best.
hated that shit he did on Wayne's mixtape. I'm sorry.
Like he wasn't the best rapper when he was with the Pack back in the day. You know, he was in the group back in the day. But once everybody went solo, that's when he started doing the bass freestyles and shit, where that nigga just literally just saying shit off beat. Nigga was literally got a video of him in the church on some bitches on my dick because I look like Jesus. Like, bro.
Yeah, like I
Shout
never
out the
think.
bass guy. He's the best.
And see, that's what it is with me. It's just always shout out bass guy because I don't know how he did it.
I don't even.
I think
love it.
it's so outlandish that you gotta like, hold on, what the fuck is this nigga?
The same way a Young Thug works. It's so out there that you're just like.
And
what the fuck
another
are you
thing,
talking about?
Young Thug was so outlandish with what he
Was
wearing.
doing?
He rocked that dress.
He rocked that.
I don't even know if you
That
can
dress
say.
looked bad. You wouldn't rock that dress.
No.
I mean, you can say he was outlandish with his words or what it sounded like he was saying, because niggas don't even know what he was saying for real.
And that's
true.
I'm
She
sorry,
put the
man.
back in the back. What, bro?
That's hard though.
She put the back in the back.
Yeah,
I get
I'm
it.
not rolling. I'm not with it. Like
First of all,
He did a lot of shit. just
and
with that lifestyle, bro.
no means at all am I a Young Thug fan.
yeah, I'm not with it.
I like Young Thug. Depending on the project, like I like.
I'm not gonna lie. I would, if I really go out my way to hear a Young Thug project. I'm sorry. I would prefer the Rich Homie Quan and Young Thug. I like that. That's a dude.
I'm not really. For me, it's more like the Barter tape he did and the.
I've never listened to a Thug project.
That
Me neither,
project's.
but-
I own a copy of that project of ours. It's a really good project. It's really good. And then he also I like the. What's it called? Joy where he's in the dress. That one's kind of hard.
Jeffrey.
Yeah,
Jeffrey,
That
yeah.
one's hard. There's a couple of tapes he dropped around there. They're really
See,
good.
my thing with Thug is I probably could go back and try to listen to it now, but at the time I just really wasn't rocking with it.
No, me neither. I got into it way later.
The first time I heard something with him on it, I was like, you know what, I'm okay with him being on this. Was Skyfall with Travis Scott,
Oh yeah.
and then
Him and Travis are a really good pair.
I feel like Travis is an influence for, but I feel
Where at? Because I love his business.
Let me say
Alright,
this:
go ahead.
if you listen to Young Thug and Quavo after working with Travis Scott, you hear a big difference in their music.
Both guys that play off Travis really well too.
They do.
Because
But once they do
they both had really good features on Rodeo.
I was say after they worked with him in the studio, they went back to do solo shit. You hear a difference.
You do, yeah, absolutely. Which I think for Young Thug, I like him less after. There's a lot of stuff now.
I actually like him more. I can understand him more.
See, I like him.
I can understand
When I
him
listen to
more.
Young Thug, I listen to Young Thug like he's abstract art. Like I don't want to understand him. Just make this shit fucking weird. Let's see where it goes. Like,
See,
Yeah,
that,
but that-
and that's what he's talking about you and the weird shit.
But
yeah, put on a dress and make some weird fucking whale noises. Bet I'm down. Like,
Bro, is that what you do at home with your guitar?
maybe, which it might be.
But he probably at home like
he dressing on his.
Elton John in the back. Yeah.
You were saying that Travis Scott was an influence. I'm not dissing it, but I'm just saying
That
where
transition,
at.
though.
I think the way auto-tune is being used now, there's a lot of things you can hear. Like even what's the shit Chris Brown had with Kodak and A Boogie and Yo Gotti was all on it. That hook sounds a lot like Travis.
I think that's where I would say his influences. A lot of hooks sound like Travis.
Exactly. The Lil Nas X with Cardi B. Well, now got Nas on it. That song sounds like Travis.
What song is that?
That one works. That rodeo
Rodeo.
joint.
Well,
I was
it's
never
called
really-
Rodeo. Travis Scott's first album was called Rodeo.
That's got to be somewhat intentional.
Yeah, it got to be.
But Nas killed that shit.
Actually, that song is actually really hard.
It's so hard.
I think just the way auto-tune is being used by certain people, I think Gunna is kind of a branch off of a Young Thug, Travis Scott
Absolutely,
tree.
yeah. Especially Young Thug.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of Young Thug in Gunna. Yeah.
So I think just in music, Travis and Young Thug are both influencers there. Also, I'll put
YT400.
I'll put Travis Scott right there with
Is he really a big influence too?
I ain't gonna lie. I
I
feel
cut a
only.
nigga off though,
I'm
Sorry, I didn't want to lose that point.
No,
That's half of what this show is. Also.
I'm trying to get out of that, man. I apologize. But YG, I feel out of the West Coast he is.
More than Kendrick or Nip?
Well, no. They all three of them are influencers in hip hop. But I feel that YG, the shit he's doing with the designer, I know there's other artists that has done that. But I just
talking
see,
business moves.
Yes.
Okay.
And like that's what I'm saying.
For business, I 100%.
Yeah, but that,
music, I don't think I agree.
But that's what I'm saying. I'm talking about like influences outside of their music.
Because I was also going to say that even though I don't think he pushes it as hard in your face, pause, but I think Travis Scott is also right there with A$AP Rocky.
Who's that?
I think Travis is right there with A$AP Rocky fashion-wise.
Yeah.
And I think Rocky's also somebody fat in the fashion world, you know, from the GQ to him putting people on Alexander Wang and all the different stuff when he first came out, having the Adidas deal. He's now doing, he's creative director of MTV, and he's bringing back.
Which even that, I don't think you have that fashion hip hop thing without Kanye.
That's true.
I think that's a lot. Kanye.
Yeah.
I mean, he was the Louis Vuitton.
I would say Kanye and Pharrell started it, and I think in A$AP Rocky kind of brought it back into the fold. I feel like, believe it or not, I think Harlem niggas is like a thing for the like for fashion. Even like Jewels and Cameron.
Yeah, they're more flashy.
Yeah,
but
I think like a A$AP Rocky or a Travis is more like, I didn't really gotta say it too much. Just peep what I'm doing.
Yeah, absolutely.
I can't think of no more other influencers in hip hop. Well, I just want to ask. I want to throw this name out there. What do y'all like Bow Wow? Like for real? I know it sounds funny, but like where is Bow Wow up there with A Little B and Soulja Boy?
All right, so I literally just said this earlier. People need to stop playing with Bow Wow. I understand the running joke with him and the shit he be trying to do here and there. You gotta give bro his credit when it's due. First of all,
that nigga's he's a low key legend, bro.
He's not even low key. He's for real a legend. People just don't want to say it because of the antics he's done later in his life trying to get back to where he was. And I get it, but no, give him credit for what he did.
Exactly, like that whole little Bow Wow stage was
like he literally
crazy.
Till this day, he's still the youngest person to have a number one on the top 100.
See, I never liked any of that music he was doing at the time, though.
But it wasn't for you. The fuck?
This house fucking haunted, bro.
No, the nigga just fat and strong.
Trying with the shoe again. That worked last.
It did.
But now we got the new setup, so nah.
Fucking Wapo's getting that. I'm trying to think of the fucking group chat, man. Joyner Lucas, like we said, is he dropped a date for his album, ADHD. That is March 27th, I think it said. I'm definitely here for that. I'm trying to think if there's anybody album that I was like really like focused on or really like hyped for. I'm really stoked for that shit. I think that's gonna be a good album.
I hope so, but I think I put him without like everything he's ever put out project wise, like because he doesn't really like. It's mostly just dropping shit here and there. I can kind of see him being like a Los where it's like I like songs, but I may not like a project. You know.
I hope that's not what happens.
Me too. No, absolutely. But I can see him being that way. He kind of has that vibe to me. It's like more of a he'll drop hot tracks, but not like a great project.
I'm gonna sit back and see, man. I'm ready for Joyner, man. I'm a big fan of Joyner.
Yeah,
I've been a fan of Joyner since he did the BET Cypher. I can't even remember who was in that cipher, but I do remember this tall motherfucker ripping shit, and I was like,
I think Jordan's gonna surprise some people.
I think so too.
I hope so
because
I'd love to have a good project from him.
I feel like I see a difference in how he's been approaching music ever since he did the Chris Brown collab.
Really?
And I just don't know why that shit didn't work.
I feel like there's been a difference in how he attacks his hooks. I feel like he's found a good balance between lyrical and still being catchy.
I'll be honest, I don't really follow Joyner like that. Like I like his music when something happens. Like I usually end up enjoying whatever comes by me. But
you know the song "I Love"?
I love, yeah.
That's why that's his catchiest song.
Yeah.
He's still killing, but it's still in his realm. But I feel like that song sounds like something that could be on the radio. If he can give us something like that, and still like the beat's not too boom back where the new kid's not gonna dislike it. Yeah. It's catchy enough for radio to pick it up, and it still got the bars that we like.
Anybody album y'all ready for? Like that y'all heard that's really coming? Because like I know y'all fans of the Weeknd. Oh, that's who else
I already said the Royce.
Yeah, I'm ready for Royce, but Royce not gonna miss, man. Royce
he doesn't.
Like I actually the bar exam shit that he's dropped, all that shit's always fire. Like,
bro, Bar Exam 3 is one of my favorite mixtapes ever.
So good. That's a top 5 mixtape.
I was about to say something. I ain't gonna get into it.
What?
No, I was about to start spitting some lyrics on that shit.
But no, Royce is. Royce is probably in my top 5. Like, Royce is so good. Like, there used to be like a running thing. There was like, if Eminem was black, he would be Redman. I always thought he'd be more of a Royce. I disagree.
Nah, I'm still sticking with Red.
Really?
Just because the joking side of Red.
But you got the joking side of Royce too.
You do, but that really only comes when you have Bad Meets Evil.
I always heard a lot of Pharoah Monch in him.
Huh?
Pharoah Monch.
Oh.
I heard a lot of him in Eminem. You don't know him? He's a rapper. He's a really good rapper.
I feel like Royce is funny as hell when he does freestyles by himself too. Like, I actually know it. Since he's been sober, he's never been funny.
That's what I'm saying.
But I like that Royce better, honestly.
He's been more.
I like both.
Yeah,
Royce don't miss, man.
Royce doesn't miss. Like, he's great.
Somebody else. Like I said, y'all got y'all boy Party Next Door. You got the Weeknd that's supposed to be dropping.
I do want to hear. I do want to hear A Boogie's joint, only because he's been talking a different talk lately.
Really?
In
what way?
He has a sound that I feel like is very prominent right now, and it's not coming from him. And he's also acknowledged that. He's like, like there's a lot of people.
He's the one that can he freestyles too. Like he was in there with Juice WRLD, right? Like
I know he's done it.
Like it was Juice WRLD and somebody else that were like literally just freestyling. They like freestyle a song. Was that A Boogie?
I know he's done that with a lot of people. I know he did that with
But I'm saying no, that's what he does. Like that's him. Like
he's not super social, so you don't even know how. You don't know how he do his song.
What was the big hit he had a couple years ago? I cannot remember the name of that song.
A Boogie.
Yeah.
Drowning.
That's it. That's the one. I cannot remember the name of that song.
But the sound that he has, I feel like.
Is that what most of it? Because I didn't listen to his last album.
I
started it.
I
started it, but it didn't really.
That album just came off of the charts recently.
Really?
And it's been out for like 2 years.
Would you say like a song like Drowning is what his style sounds like, or is it different?
That's to me.
No, his voice was somewhat, but he got like some trap shit. He got some more more mellow shit. Right. But he's been on some. He just dropped a joint and said the name was "Feel Like the King of New York," and he's like, yo, I don't think I'm the king of New York. I'm not gonna say I am. But I feel like that because a lot of people in my city that sound like me.
That's the same nigga that said that he is the Michael Jackson of rap.
I think he might have did.
That nigga said that shit.
I think he might
have. That's why my eyes just really cool. Yeah, that was
I think he might have said that.
When you said that, I'm like, yeah, that's what kind of like, yo, artists out there, stop fucking comparing yourselves to fucking like.
I want them to stop comparing themselves to people, like other people in general.
Exactly.
Because, there was a thing where it was like, Nas was like another KRS-One. No, he's not.
No, he's not.
You know what I'm saying?
You do see a lot of influence in him from KRS.
Oh, you can, but like,
I don't think he is.
Let them be them.
Yeah. Exactly. I don't think you need somebody to be the new Outkast, the new Tupac. Just like
exactly.
What we love about Outkast and Tupac and Jay and all these people is that they were them. Like,
and of course you can see influence in other people, but at the same time they're still them.
There's a lot of Outcasts in Earth Gang, but I don't want Earth Gang to be Outkast.
I agree with you on that. I agree with you.
100%. I want Earth Gang to be the first Earth Gang, not the second Outkast.
Exactly.
Yeah, I agree.
And that's just how I feel in general. I hate it when Boosie came out and said he was Boo Pac. I hated when Sue Surf said he was Sue Pac, and then goddamn what's the other nigga? Troy Ave said he was New Pac. Like, bruh, leave it the fuck alone. There was one Pac. And
I do kind of feel like I'm the Tupac of white guys that don't rap. I kind of have that feeling.
So what? You got the juice? You above the rim now? Poetic justice? What else you want?
No, I don't act either.
All right, you just the unemployed Pac.
Yeah, I'm the fat white unemployed Pac.
What else we got? I feel like we had some shit.
I feel like ain't shit happened this week. That's what we're trying not to say.
Yeah,
Ain't shit happened.
ain't shit happened this week, man. I'm really thinking like, what do
We go out and buy all this equipment. Nobody gives us fucking anything to talk about.
Nothing, bro.
Some bullshit.
I was hype.
You think the shit where Nicki Minaj said the industry bullied her?
Why the hell did everybody just gasp?
Because I'm tired of talking about fucking Nicki Minaj.
And did y'all? Okay, yeah. Now we're getting somewhere. Did y'all hear this bitch bitching and complaining, or not bitching and complaining?
She be bitching.
Can somebody?
She do.
She be bitching and
absolutely
complaining.
Can you bring up the snippet where she said that the reason she's never collabed with?
I didn't see. I don't know what a snippet is. I thought when she wrote it.
Can we try to find it? So did you hear about?
Did she say it? Or,
Yes,
I know
she said
she
it on
wrote
Queen
it.
Radio. She said it on Queen Radio.
What was it?
So she never
said-
collabed with Kendrick because Kendrick is afraid to get washed.
No.
That's what she said.
Bro, that's what the bitch said.
That's what the bitch said.
I had to say it like that. That's what the
You
bitch
had to
said.
say it like that.
That's what the bitch said.
Like, hey, I really
Who
think
has she watched in recent years? Is there any track where
Her
she
ass.
watched it?
barely.
Is there anybody she's watched in recent years? Like, we're not talking about Monster. We're talking about way past that. Like,
I ain't gonna lie. Didn't she do? Nah, I did like her energy. Her energy was there on the, what was that? YG, 2 Chains.
oh, with Big Sean.
I did. I liked the first half. Of
I
her
liked
verse
her
though.
energy.
What is
No,
that
I
song?
liked the
It's
first.
it's
Big Bang.
Big Bang.
I like the first. I actually
her
like the.
energy.
Did she
no,
watch anybody?
no,
energy.
hell no. But
2 Chainz had a better verse. than
no,
that.
I actually really like the first half of her verse. There's like very subtle wordplay in there. I don't think motherfuckers really caught.
No, I caught it. I enjoyed her energy.
But I don't think she out-rapped Sean or 2 Chainz.
I feel like Sean had lyrically the best verse. Energy wise, YG had the best verse.
Yes.
But 2 Chainz did his thing.
2 Chains is gonna be 2 Chains wherever.
2 Chainz shows up and says some shit. You're like, man, that's
Two
wild. That's it.
Chainz is a funny motherfucker.
2 Chains
He
is
is, yeah.
I
Big
love
shit
2 Chainz.
like a dinosaur did it.
Hey yo,
That's the funniest line of the
Great
whole
line.
song, bro.
yo.
That is
And
Two
it's CD got
Chains
chocolate
can
on it.
fucking rap, yo. Like that's what. Like,
Well, you know what?
is he an influencer outside of hip hop?
Chainz.
I mean, in hip hop, but I'm saying like, is he a hip hop influencer?
I don't think on the same level as the other people you mentioned.
I agree. I
I
just
think he
asked the
is.
question to just talk shit. While
I don't know. Is even in hip hop, you think he's a big influence?
Not in hip hop, but I mean his style's just different, man. Like
It is, but I don't think that's like an influence. Like, you don't see people picking it up.
I feel a lot of people have a hard time trying to wash 2 Chains on the track.
No, I think the reason it's hard to watch 2 Chainz on the track is because his style is unorthodox.
So, yeah.
It's like trying to
And
fight
he's always got a memorable.
It's like if you're a fighter, you won't fight the drunken master. You
Yeah.
don't know how he coming.
Exactly.
Like it's very.
He
weird.
is the drunken master of rap.
He
Yeah,
is.
he is.
I'll give him. That's what I'm saying.
I'll give him that.
Because like you, all right. Think about this. The R.I.P. remix. If you know the R.I.P.
R.I.P.
joint, yeah. The remix has Jeezy, YG, who else was?
Wasn't Kendrick on that?
Kendrick and Chris Brown, and
What the fuck was Chris Brown?
Yeah,
on?
what is Chris Brown doing there?
no, he killed his verse though.
I know, but
Yeah, but
why?
why?
He was like, man, Chris Brown fits in.
But listen, and then the original version had 2 Chainz.
Yeah.
Put Kendrick verse next to 2 Chainz. I don't think you're gonna say Chainz got washed.
Like, you're not saying anybody got washed. It's not that cut and dry. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's like, look, because as a rapper, like, yo, Kendrick just killed that shit. You listen to 2 Chainz like,
But he doesn't.
oh,
play
well, he
those
just
roles.
killed that shit, but like, it It ain't the same.
Yeah, no,
Exactly.
it's just 2 Chainz
He's
is
just
in the
awkward,
rules
bro.
of a rapper's rapper. He's kind of his own thing.
That's what I'm saying. Because he can get into his rapper's bag.
Yes.
Sure.
And the flow.
He said rapper way too many times.
Rapper.
Rappers.
But like the flow, regardless of what bag he's in, it's still similar. It's still like. But I've heard 2 Chainz like, bro, I wouldn't have.
How you make that work? This nigga
Yeah.
said you ain't never fly like an ostrich. I'm like, everybody in the car never caught that shit. Like when I caught it, but that's what I'm saying. I was like,
I mean,
I went crazy over it. I was like, whoa, y'all hear that nigga?
They don't fly.
I was like, yo, what ostrich you know fly?
They are grounded birds.
Bro, that line right there made me be like, yo, Shay, who won't smoke with you?
And
And every song has lines like that where you're just like.
and that's what I'm saying. Like it's like at all, okay, break it down to where certain rappers know when they got one off. The energy of that line go off. They might drop the beat on it. They might, he got one off. 2 Chainz just says everything the same way. So you might not even catch it. Like, then you go back, you singing along with it, like, wait a minute, this nigga just said what? Hold on. And then you're like, oh, he really got that in there.
Yes.
And it's like he's one of those sleepers because it's like he don't do anything extra to make you know that he did it.
Right.
You got to be listening.
Back to Nicki though.
Fuck her.
Yeah, we have to go back to Nicki.
Yeah, because I want to ask y'all, like, is there any type of way? I think we pretty much.
All right, well, before you get that question,
People told Nicki for years that she had the best verse on Monster, and that shit went to her fucking head. Now she thinks she can wash everybody.
okay,
That's what it is.
let me say this. She said when she was on Joe's podcast that she is top 10, dead or alive, male or female.
No.
Because she said she feel like she can rap with the best of anybody.
That may be true. No, that may be true.
And she was like, she don't care if people want to say that she rap about her pussy too much, blah blah blah. She can rap about any subject with the best of anybody.
No.
No.
There's no.
I ain't gonna lie.
No, here's my thing. I think she can fucking rap.
No, you can't. She can't.
She just can't.
When she wants to. Well, not when
That's
she
the
wants
problem,
to, because I feel the ball's not in her court. Like, for real, when the ball is in her court, when she has home court advantage, oh yeah, she can ride out.
See, this is
But when she's a visiting team, her record is bad. Her record is bad.
See, this is my thing.
Did y'all hear the new song she dropped?
Yikes! I heard the beat. I didn't hear her. I heard somebody freestyle on it.
That sounds like an A$AP Ferg song.
I didn't listen to it.
It sounds like a Ferg song. The ad-libs and everything. It's a Ferg song.
And she may have taken from Ferg because it's not the first time she's hopped on like a Ferg type of wave.
Her flow, ad-libs, beat, it sounds like a Ferg song.
Well, I wouldn't.
And it's not very good.
So here's my thing. Do you think it has anything to do with? Remember when she first came out, she was a good rapper,
Yeah, absolutely.
and then she went pop. She had her first pop hit. Then after that, it seemed like she was chasing that same pop hit.
Right.
And she had some hits and she had some misses. But it was just like she was running for that pop hit. And I think she kind of slightly abandoned rap for a second. And then she may have came back. Like, she might put out an album and then have 1 or 2 good rap songs on. She might have like the Roman's Revenge or the Bees in the Trap. But she wasn't really pushing it the way she was doing those pop records.
She's almost like what would have happened if Drake wasn't as good at being a pop star.
Say that again?
Yeah.
Whoa, say that again.
Like, you know how Drake...
No, say it again. I heard what you said. I just wanted to register you.
She's kind of like what Drake would be if Drake wasn't as good at being a pop star.
So, no, Drake went pop and he excelled at it.
Yeah.
She tried to do the same thing and didn't
Imagine if
do
he
it as
didn't
well.
have the ear for what is popping like Drake did. That's what she is. She's chasing the wrong trends.
But the thing about it is that on top of the move she makes in the business where people are like, okay, she's a bad person. So it's making her music. So like her music ain't
She was
hit.
at the VMA Awards.
Like,
That's what happened.
Like her music ain't been hitting like it was. But even when your music ain't hitting like that, people can still like you.
Yes.
People don't even like you no more.
It's similar to what happened to Kanye, where we gave him passes even when the music wasn't all that because we like Kanye.
Exactly.
And then Kanye lost the likability. When
And I
he
think,
started doing some fucked up shit, and she's done the same shit.
Yeah. The only difference is I think more people like Kanye in the industry than they do Nicki.
Absolutely.
But she damaged herself.
She did.
So for her to say that she's gotten bullied by the industry, I just don't believe it.
I feel like she was the bully.
Yeah, more of the rumors say that she's the bully.
She is.
I think she was the bully.
Got punched in the fucking face.
I wasn't even about to go there.
Yeah.
But no, I think she was the bully, but she was kind of like the bully that could hide behind people, where she would do certain shit to people, and they'd be like, "Nah, that was the label, that was such and such."
Right.
Then it got to the point where people blatantly saw that it was her, and
You
then
can't keep pointing fingers when people are looking at you.
right,
Yeah.
and then it's like it just got to the point where people started calling her out for it. I think it started with
Cardi.
with Remy.
Well, yeah, Remy. Yeah.
Absolutely.
I think it started with Remy, and then then it got to the point where it was kind of like a face off with Remy because people like Remy too. They like both of y'all.
Mm-hmm.
They're like they don't know who to believe. But we gonna ride with Nicki because she was popping. You got people that like, oh, I'm gonna ride with Remy because she just got out and she, you know what I'm saying, she hot too. And then you start seeing all the other females in the game rock with Remy. He's like, well, why are they not flocking to Nicki?
Because you a bad
Yeah,
person.
insiders, yeah.
And I think that's where it became a thing because then you got where all these other female artists start coming out and they're not aligning themselves with Nicki. Because I feel like if Nicki was
the devil.
if Nicki was supposed to be like the top dog, most people will come out like, yo, I grew up on Nicki, I like Nicki, I want to do a song with her. But instead they're like, I'm gonna go fuck with Cardi. I know they don't fuck with each other, but shit, that's where I'm at with it. I fuck with her. Now, I think it's just because her music ain't been hitting, people not like her like that.
It's the Kanye effect.
That's what we're gonna call it now?
Yeah.
But she did it first.
Yeah, we noticed.
It's the
We noticed that he did it first.
It's the
but-
Nicki effect.
We got anything else?
No.
All right.
Absolutely.
I'm sorry, man.
Battle of the Tracks.
Wait, before we get into Battle of the Tracks, like on some real shit, like tomorrow's Valentine's Day. What y'all got going on?
I might buy a new car.
Oh, big money gripping.
No, that ain't what I said.
I'll probably watch porn at some point tomorrow. That's about it.
I was told that I have to. Yeah, me and my girl have the same birthday, so I was told that I have to handle our birthday, and she's handling Valentine's Day, which we don't normally do Valentine's shit. So
I did get word that the YKS crew is dropping the video tomorrow. So I shot a video for YKS JoJo and YKS Prescott. They dropping it tomorrow on Valentine's Day.
okay, a lot of people are dropping a lot of stuff on Valentine's Day. I don't know if it's because it's Valentine's Day or because it's fucking Friday, but
More Friday.
I'm gonna be tuned in, and that's a perfect transition. I was about to say transmission.
R.I.P.
Hey, yo, stop. Knock on wood for something happened.
What we knocking on wood for? It already blew up.
Yeah,
It didn't
you
blow
got a
up.
car too.
It didn't blow up.
It just gave out.
He gave up on himself.
R.I.P.
Um,
Catholic shit and everything for you, man.
So Battle of the Tracks this week. We have a new champion. One Cheddar did win. He had 77 to, I think, like it was a crazy amount of numbers. So
After
shout out One
everything we
Cheddar.
said.
We've been setting up, so don't get mad at us. But we're gonna play the same track from last week and see if the homies like it better. Last week we did say that it was more that needed to be added, but he won, so
Yeah, we may feel differently this time.
yeah, we might.
It happens. I mean, you know.
What was the name of that song? He sent more than one song.
Fuck, I don't know.
What names you got?
Yeah, read them off. We'll see.
Yeah, because I literally just
Oh,
get
this
'em
is it.
and I
It
see
was
them.
Do the Most, right?
Yeah, do the
Yeah.
most.
Do the Most. Okay.
That's it.
All right.
You gotta do the mic thing.
Oh, you gotta do the mic thing.
Okay.
Okay, my bad. Hey, yo, this is the new champ. One Cheddar.
Not too cheap.
Hey, I do the most. I do the most. Yeah. I do the most. I do the most. It's a beat for the cheese. Niggas chump chasing me. Make a play, call me Steve. Like you leave when I shoot. Look like dirt from the 3 to the 5 to the stove. They don't know what I know. They can't go where I go. They then you know. Had a plot on the dough, dropping rain, sleet, snow. I can't never go broke. You a lame, you a joke. I can't fuck with your broke. Do the pack, make it dance, Macarena on the hoe. I'm attached, do the most. Uncle Salmon on them hoes. It's a wave, no tsunami, yeah, we surfing on them hoes. Private jet out the Cali, I might turn for them hoes. Overtime for that check, they think I work for them hoes. Hey, I do the most. I do the most. I do the most. I do the most. Cheddar back, man, they swear that I be trippin'. I be with some locs, man, they swear that I be crippin'. Usually on the ground, but the hoes ain't what I'm sippin'. Yellow bone, red bone, I can't tell the difference. If they ain't showing pussy, then I ain't tippin'. I just pour the gas, then I go like Stevie Wonder. Watching for these haters, cause they tryna take me under. I'ma get a bad boy, put that on my mama. Niggas always playin', but they don't want no drama. Had them youngins on your head, but they idiot with some trauma. When I'm running this shit, I look like Fat Obama. Y'all gotta get a dollar, yeah, you know I'm about to come. Hey, I do the most. I do the most. I do the most. I do the most.
I'm sorry, I'm actually fucking with the beat.
Now the beat is hard. I got my main critique, same critique.
Yeah.
Give us a mixed version of it, bro. That's all I need.
And
Once you get a mixed version, I'll give you a real critique.
And I'm gonna be honest with you. One cheddar,
You did
one.
the same damn ad lib last week too.
I did.
But I did reach out to one cheddar. And he got the criticism, and he said that he wished that I should have asked a proper question or asked for exactly what I wanted instead of just asking for a single from him. He understood where everybody came from. He appreciated it. He said that he definitely need that, and he also wanted to say that like he appreciate y'all for, you know what I'm saying, keeping it 100. So want y'all to keep working. You got the dub. I ain't gonna lie, I don't know how, but no, because even when we heard it, we said we didn't see this being a dub, but I know how.
I mean,
because he did what he needed to do.
I mean, you also said last week that he had a following that will probably push him over.
And that's exactly what I said.
Bro, I think the beat of that shit is hard.
That shit hard.
Yeah, there's definitely something you can
There's
There's songs.
I'm somebody that I don't like using the same flow through a whole song, but parts of this, it really works for me.
And did it get better a little bit this week? And I'm just asking, like, just with what you just said with that statement.
I think this one, it's a grower, not a shower.
I dig it because I ain't gonna lie, I was rocking to that beat.
It grows on
Yeah,
you.
I like the beat better this week. Last week, if I'm remembering right, I didn't really care for the beat that much either.
I don't even.
Because I remember us saying he needed to do something with it.
Yeah, you said that he needed to go forward and backwards.
I still feel that way, but it is a good beat.
All right.
Yeah, and that's it. I like the beat more this week than I did last week. I still think, man, all the criticism we had last week still stands.
Yeah.
There's a lot you could do with this. There's a good song there. I don't think it's showing through right now, but
And if he does win next week, we probably will talk amongst us to see if we can have him send in a better track instead of. But I mean, y'all gotta send us what y'all want.
Yo, just give us a mixed version of this.
mix, finish out on Spotify or something like that. Like,
yeah.
Make sure.
My biggest thing is getting a mixed version. Like once I hear it mixed, I can really give you a critique.
This is a promotional tool. You want people to hear your music as you want them to hear your music, not an unfinished version. Exactly.
Facts.
We got another On That Bullshit exclusive coming through this week from the Challenger.
Is this one out already?
This one is dropping tomorrow. This is
the second time we've had that.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
Look at that. New mics.
This
Got
is Raz
exclusive.
Rashid. He's been on the show before. What's the name of this?
War Poetry.
War Poetry. So I haven't heard it. Nobody here has heard it. At the same time, like I said, his EP is dropping tomorrow, and that's Raz Rashid. Yeah, let's go ahead and get that joint a run. This is the Challenger.
much Malcolm to play this Kanye album. And all of the rappers I used to listen to, shit, now I'm around them. And all of the friends I made in the industry, on one hand I could count them. On one finger waving around, I'm singing that CeeLo, grinning, I'm loud, I'm yelling, fuck you. And them too, not gentle with a pencil. Hit you with lead, the way that it sprayed it red, I'm scribbling shit I've been through. Got my sword and I got my pen too. I'm with all that shit you asking for. Whatever y'all try and get into, this rap shit or that casket blasted. Till everyone is near you hear this classic that I've mastered in every way. I say that I'm AI and this is practice. All of the tactics that I attack with effort. That shit in my package, figure the way that I deliver. Give them the numbers and they can track it, that's it. They want smoke, we match it. Front and we rolling backwards. Burn them, I turn and pass it. Hit them and flip the ashes. Word to my daddy. I'm really not that savage. But I ain't pussy, man, don't push me, man. Them boys, they catnip. That's over their head, but it's no cap whenever I play my anthem. I got them standing, hand on their forehead, salute you, captain. Cause I'm a star, spangled the charm, and it's hanging like a banner. Standing right next to Cat on the conquer. Fill the game and then divide that shit. All them demons that I was fighting, I made a lion sweat. I lost my daddy, they left a scar on me, that's lion shit. He was a king, now I'm a reign, fuck all that crying shit. Fuck all that crying shit, yeah. Make way, I'm rise, Rashid like Wallace. Two texts that I eject, yeah, I'm just game goodbye. Can't kill what's real, they tried to survive. Came back with a strap, clapping, aiming at your top 5. Yo, I saw you with Nas, and on stage, J Proteges, y'all rock the mic, that's live. Why the fuck you ain't signed? When the fuck's your time? You could probably go lead the new school way busting them rhymes. Man, I'm stuck on my grind, down sides of my mind, bags under my eyes. Storm coming, I'm coming. War, I'm on the front lines. Nip past the baton that one time that I shook his hand. I took it there and continued up on this marathon and I never ran. From no man, I was programmed to stay low key and lock shit down. Be the king, hold your crown on your thumb, but don't sit around. All eyes on me, that's spies, homie. I'm Tupac and I get around. I ain't come here to be unclear. It ain't my year, it's my right now. It's a lot of clowns and I got rounds of fire that y'all can jump through. Youngin said I was running late. I told him it's past your curfew. Patience ain't complacent. And waiting ain't no virtue, you gon' eat, or this game will eat you alive. And this is we gaming and divide that shit. All them demons that I was fighting, I made a lion sweat. I lost my daddy, that left a scar on me, that's lion shit. He was a king, now I'm a reign, fuck all that crying shit. Fuck all that crying shit, yeah. Make way, I'm rise, Rashid like Wallace. Two texts that I eject, yeah, I'm just game goodbye. Can't kill what's real, they try to survive. Came back with a strap, clapping, aiming at top 5. Too much Malcolm to play this Kanye album. And not enough Martin to be marching without my gun. I be so focused on that road up ahead of me, I be forgetting just how far I've come. I got a team and I believe in them too, but I can't help but feeling like I'm the one. Cause I be on that front line to the finish, and I'm running through that shit cause I'm not done.
What y'all think?
Go ahead.
First of all, Mr. Rise, I rap too. I shook in their pan too. Which one did he get a baton to? That's all I'm gonna say. Nah, I'm fucking with you. Nah, yeah, that shit was hard. That shit was hard. No, everything I just said, I'm very honest. I was being serious. But hey, shit was hard.
Yo,
That shit was crazy. The wordplay with that.
the wordplay was crazy.
That was. When it comes to wordplay alone, there have been tracks I think I enjoyed more, especially that one week where we had the R&B joint and the.
The trap soul.
We had Slim and what's his name? I don't know the guy's name.
We had Slim's Wave, and then we had
R&B guy. I think I like those tracks a little better as
songs.
tracks, but I don't know if we've heard wordplay this good yet. I really enjoyed that. That was great. I love the bass line and the beat.
The bass line was hard.
That was so hard. Yeah, there's a lot of quotables in there that I really like. The Lion King shit.
That shit was hard.
The hook was really hard. The Kanye lines were hard.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. The Kanye line might be a caption on IG.
Especially towards the end. Especially towards the end where he flipped it with the Malcolm and Martin shit. That was
like.
I really enjoyed the lyricism on that one. I really did. So yeah. So any criticisms?
Is this his intro? It feels like an intro.
It feels like
Like I
it feels
said,
like an intro.
it's an EP dropping tomorrow,
So I guess we'll find out.
and I'm definitely gonna listen to it. This right here, I felt the song.
Mm-hmm.
I felt the song 100%. I caught the bars. I caught the wordplay. I want a visual. I want a visual of this.
Like a video.
Yeah, I want a video of this to get a. I understand it. I 100% understand it, but this right here, I need a video for it to get that visual of making sure that I'm knocking on the right door and understanding what it is that he's saying and just talking about. Because what's the name of it again? War poetry.
Oh, I'm sorry,
What is it?
War poetry.
War poetry. I have to see that. I have to see it. That's just my
So you just
personal
want a
opinion.
video.
I want a video. I want a visual of it.
Did you have anything with the recording of it? Because I know where you actually do the music, you have issues with shit like that sometimes.
No, it was actually a clean mix on that.
Really?
Yeah, that.
I mean,
I thought the beat sounded good for me, but I got untrained ears. I record everything on a 6-track. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. So. I'm asking a guy who's actually a professional.
Nah, it was a very clean record. I mean, if it wasn't, I would be scared for his project tomorrow.
Yeah.
But nah, it's mixed really well.
Man.
Was there anything you guys would have changed about the beat or anything, or did you like it?
I would have liked after maybe the first maybe 8 bars, if it switched up just a little, maybe add like a little hi-hat or something to it, just to add a little something to it.
Is he missing like a female vote? Because I know he's a fan of the female features. Like, I think that may be not a turnoff, but I could see. Well, no, because that takes away from his punchline.
I don't think.
No, I could see
That
if
doesn't be a feature.
let's say the last 4 bars had a female vocalizing that under it.
Harmonizer or
Yeah, I
something.
think that
Yeah,
could-
something.
That could be
I
hard,
don't even know
but I
if
don't
I see
think.
that.
But it's not necessary.
It's not necessary. Yeah, I agree.
I think with me, the reason I asked was because I think on the hook, maybe the beat could have done something a little different, but
I will say that because it wasn't until it came back around that I realized it was the hook. I thought bro was just spitting all the way through.
And I felt like,
but then I caught that one of the lines from the before. I was
Right.
like, oh shit, we're back to this. So I could have seen when maybe tweak the beat a little bit in the hook, but other than that, like, there's not a lot of criticism. It's a really good track.
So we got a whole nother new exclusive.
It's solid.
This right here is solid. I enjoyed that.
And with that being said, I've met him before.
Yeah.
I met him up here before, and this was the first time I've actually heard his music. And
I'm going
it's
to
solid.
reach out to him and I'm gonna try to get him on. I know he's busy around this time, but I can get him on. He's done stuff with Joel Ortiz.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Wow.
He's done like the whole storyline. He met Nas and everything. He's done shows with Beans and Freeway. So yeah, he's already working. We know motherfuckers out here, baby.
Well, I mean, either way, great track. Really enjoyed it.
Yes, sir.
Best lyricism we've heard so far.
Yes, and you know I love lyricism.
Oh yeah.
I'm ready. Sign off, fellas. Let them know.
You right.
I want to find another lyricist. Hold up. I want to find another. Not saying he's going to win. I'm not saying that.
Yeah, like.
But if he does, bro, if you're a rapper's rapper, we need you to go up against this.
Keep sending shit in.
Yeah.
Please do. Oh, and I got a little credit because like my girl loves to say that I don't notice that she noticed what goes on this podcast and she loves it. She just won't really tell me that. But I know my girl and I know she telling me that. And she made a statement saying, I dig the whole battle of the tracks, but you need females. You need female artists.
And
so
welcome.
females,
Yeah.
please send your music. Trendsetter.
I got 2 right now.
TrendsetterPress@gmail.com. That's TrendsetTAH press PRESS.
And that's all artists. Like we want to hear your tracks. You can hear. We've had,
We here.
Yeah.
We here.
Send shit in.
Please do.
Y'all signing off.
I'm the last to go.
You can follow me on Twitter at Poe_Vision. Poe is POE because I'm still getting text messages when niggas say PO, but I don't understand. So like I feel like I wear my name on my shirt quite a bit.
But don't nobody see you.
It's crazy.
You behind the camera.
It's all good. Instagram, you want to know everything that Poe Vision is up to. Poe_Vision ENT.
Yeah, I'm at Young Judge Wig on Twitter. Now I'm on Young Judge Wig on Instagram because I took the fucking the underscores out, so it's all the same now.
We stopped doing underscores.
Yeah, fuck that. So
It's like I lied.
also
Just be like Gusto from the pod. That should be your name.
Also $ Young Judge Wig because I'm still trying to get my money. Like nobody sent me money. Come on. What you doing?
$ Poe Vision, bro. That's the Cash App for it.
Cash App us.
Y'all don't hurt. I got
this
my
shit's
new car.
expensive. Look
We
at these
just bought
mics.
a lot of shit, and my ass is broke.
We're so broke. Cash App us. So yeah.
Hey, you already know what it is, man. It's your boy Trendsetter Press, man. Please follow me, subscribe to the YouTube, share this joint, like this joint, watch this joint, and listen to this joint. Comment, all that good shit, man. It's your boy Trendsetter Press. I'm out. You heard me?